Good afternoon, Aquarius. This is going to be a reading for you for regarding the near past, the present, and the near future, along with some advice from Spirit for the near future. Alright, so first we're just going to get a couple cards from this deck, and then we'll move to your overall energy. Be sure and check out the general message reading that was for today. There was channeled messages from Spirit for the collective. That's for Aquarius today, Spirit. Messages that you want to share with Aquarius in the collective. Thank you. So what we have for you, Aquarius, is let's see. First of all, we have a number 9 card. Part of fortune will increase. Part of your fortune will increase, and this is number 9. So it's almost to the end of part of that fortune, and then you're going to have an increase coming in. I sense that it's coming towards the 2020 in January. You will see an increase in your fortunes, your pentacles, your financial abundance. You'll be spiritually blessed. That's number 7, 8th house, endings and beginnings. Of course, we have the closing at the ending of 2019 and the beginning of 2020. 7 is always a good number, right? It's luck. It's having strength to trust in yourself, believe in yourself, the things of all possibilities, listening to your spirit guides, listening to your higher self, the changes that are occurring. Leo, number 8, is your strength, the strength to have that new beginning, and trust in yourself, your higher self, regarding your pentacles. And will it to be so. You have the power within you to manifest your new beginnings. Overall energy, Spirit, for the Aquarius currently. Energy for Aquarius currently. Overall energy today for the Aquarius. Thank you. Okay. Very nice. A black egg. How cool. There they are. Thought I misplaced them. Just used them a couple hours ago. Hope everyone is doing well in their transformation, their rebirths. There's a lot of changes going on for everyone in the collective. Everyone is getting their DNA upgrades, their downloads from Spirit. Rapid changes with all the solar storms coming through as well. Alright, Spirit. What matching energies for the divine curse for the Aquarius do we have out of this deck? Please, magic energies for the Aquarius out of this deck for today. What energies do you have from here for the Aquarius today and in the near future? And match the near future, thank you. We're setting them aside over there so that they're out of the way. Future. Beautiful. So today you have Kissed by the Pixies. Very magical, fun card. So, which Aquarians are, they are very much light, very air energy, right? Whimsical, listening to the higher self, being that magical essence about them, that mystical or mysterious essence about an Aquarius. Number 3 card. The fairy that was kissed by the pixie. I would say that's quite lucky. So 21 breaks to a 3, but 21 is a good number also. So yeah, you're just really believing in all your manifestations. You're shining your light brightly, listening to your higher self, your spirit guides, being out in nature more. And in the near future, you are the alchemist, which is like it's the number 9 card, so near ending, and a 10 card, so it's like 9, 10. So you're stepping into your power as a high priestess, listening to your higher self. You're embracing your new gifts from the divine and utilizing them for the good of others, shining your light for others. But also then in the near future you have, like now and then, is realizing that you are the transmutation from dark to light. You transmute the dirty to the clean, the negative to the positive. You are the filter that the world needs of joy, of light, of your magical essence. It's like this is the before almost, and this is the after. So you've taken and transmuted the dark energy through your hands with the water, and it turns all to green, all fun loving instead of so dark and dreary. Very nice. And the black egg is all about your authentic self. About confusion, no confusion. You're not confused. You are in your authentic self, in your truth. It's also your 5th chakra. For some of you, you are again shining the light that you know that you are the gift inside the egg that's ready to hatch. That you have been transformed from this into the moth. So you were once the black egg with the message and the gifts all within you, and you've been transformed, and your light is now shining. And then you transform to the butterfly or the moth, always staying to the light, right? You aren't drawn by the dark, you are drawn by the light. Well, you're not afraid of the dark, and you go down in and deal with the emotions as they arise, but you bring everyone to the light. You transmute the dark to the light. And that's your energy for today and in the near future, which is beautiful. Okay, we're going to do a past, present, and future. So the near past, the present, and the near future. So for the Aquarius, please. The near past. Near past for the Aquarians. One more. Okay. And present. We have one more for the near past. It seems like you're supposed to. The deck was upside down. the Tower meant to be in reverse? Alright, and the future, the near future. Near future. The near future. The near future for Aquarius, please, Spirit. Near future for Aquarius. And one more for the near future, please. One more. Oh, we got 3 for the near future, so I'm just going to set those there and that there. So Aquarius, in the recent past you had Knight of Cups. Perhaps this is someone making an emotional offer to you, or you are offering someone else in the past your love. You perhaps spoke of your love with emotion, and whether it was met or not is to be seen. But in the near past, someone had an exchange of emotional the love for one another. Here, you wanted to take control of the situation, so this fish here that has the reins on them, but perhaps not complete truth was spoken, or perhaps the fact that you have emotions or shared emotions, or perhaps someone shared that they loved someone, or they just simply made an offer of getting together. But not all truths were spoken. So while they wanted to, the intent was to take control of the situation regarding their emotions, that there was not necessarily lies being told, but perhaps more truth should have been revealed regarding the connection. Understanding, so that both parties could have the understanding of the science of the connection, so that they could work equally, have equal give and take. The intuition. So one person in the connection was using their intuition to guide them in this journey, and trying to balance things for both parties from their efforts. In the recent past, there was a few battles to be fought or won. 5 of Wands. This is also mind battles within the mind, things you don't necessarily see. People could have poked the beehive here. Someone thought it was a game. Some just were confused about the situation and kept going over it in their mind to different ways to handle a situation. Or this was could also, for some Aquarians, could even mean gossip in the workplace, or family and friends not agreeing with this connection that you were having. In the recent past, you also have 9 of Pentacles. You were trying to build your pentacles. You were trying to build a firm or solid foundation, but all you could focus on was this other person. You were trying to listen to your intuition, not seeing things correctly, or not seeing them from both perspectives. Or someone was not, whether it was you or your counterpart. Someone was trying to, again, build up their pentacles, protecting that which they had, their intuition, their loyalty. They were saving it for themselves, saving it for someone else. They weren't necessarily sharing it with either you or this is you, and referencing a counterpart. Either way, one party in the connection was listening to their intuition about loyalty and building their pentacles, but not sharing it with others or someone. So in the current present, you recently, and since this is present, meaning like probably today, Maybe perhaps for some of you, you had a tower moment this morning, but this is in reverse, meaning it already occurred. So it's not necessarily past, except that it happened presently. So this happened like today, I'm thinking. There's some I know. Yesterday's reading for myself, I had a tower moment this morning. So reading this, it's a number 7 card. But the tower moment that occurred perhaps just opened that can of worms. Perhaps it opened the beehives regarding some communication or things that had to come out into the open. Perhaps you're not even aware of these things yet, but the spirit of death is there poking people along. Even if they have to crawl on their belly, these things are going to be brought out into the open. Again, these things already happened. So whether you've been alerted to them yet or not is another story. But Ace of Wands here regarding that communication is here. It's coming from the divine communication. This is divinely guided communication regarding you and someone you love. Well, this may, if it's coming in the form of that tower moment, the things that, remember, even if it was seems like a tower, it could still be from divine, moving things along, changing things. As we know, things are changing rapidly right now, because the end of 2019 is, we need to rid of all the karmic and the negativity, any toxicity in our lives before we go into 2020. And so these many towers are occurring for many people to move that toxicity out of people's lives, to make changes. And this is the communication coming in regarding this tower moment. Presently, in the present, the King of Pentacles, this is either you or your counterpart, as we said, focused on their pentacles, listening to their intuition, building up their pentacles, their goal, focused on that. With their heart chakra open, they are holding on to the connection, hoping that you'll be there when they're through building their pennies, evidently, or counting their pennies, I think I heard. They are ignoring the karmic, they are ignoring their toxicity, their devil energy. While that is still present in their environment, they are ignoring it. So they currently are not taking part in things that once were considered toxic to them. They're not indulging or being seduced by this karmic, or falling for her seduction, at least, even if she is in the present, or he. This is the 8 of Cups card for the Aquarius presently you're reviewing, or someone recently near you is looking over the things lost, crying over spilt milk, but realizing that perhaps either realizing or need to realize, because the moon is illuminating shadows, illuminating the fact that yes, you have lost these things, you can review that, but focus on the fact that you have the one divine cup there that is meant for you and only you. Again, you're guarding your pentacles currently. 4 of Pentacles. Many people at this time of year spend too much during Christmas holidays, or counting, that year-end crunch for making as much as they can, tax bracket wise, etc. Seeing what they can make before they go into the new year. So they're trying to stay balanced regarding their financial matters, trying to stay balanced. As awkward as they feel right now in their new situation, or all these changes occurring, they're trying, even as awkward as this looks, they're trying to balance themselves out. They are using their intuition for stability and guiding them in their home environment and how to build their coins or pentacles. Okay, in the near future, and yes, this is prediction, more or less. We're also going to look for advice from Spirit regarding these once we get into them. So, the Moon Shadow number 9 card, near ending. The Moon is illuminating all the things. It's illuminating the path, but it's also illuminating the things that stand between you and your divine counterpart, or something that you were wishing for, something, most likely someone that you had camaraderie with, you wanted, perhaps like a soul connection, whether it be a twin flame or a soul mate. is yet to be seen, but this relationship has brought many tears. The divide I hear right now is temporary. These two towers are strong, they're firm. You are currently in separation. Perhaps things are keeping you at a distance from one another, but know that that's only building a stronger foundation so that it can be a stable connection later on. The alchemist here, this little crab's going to walk right through there, moving that blockage between the two of you so that the two of you can meet up together in the near future. But currently things need to be worked out, whether it's communication I'm hearing that needs to be spoke, things of the shadow side perhaps, things of agreements or disagreements, and things of the future, things, what journey are both of you planning on going on, so that you're both on the same path when you move forward. When you put down those burdens and move forward, you'll move forward together. But currently Spirit saying that they need to surrender the journey itself to Spirit, surrender the connection to Spirit, and surrender these burdens to your Spirit. And don't worry, don't fret about them. Worrying does not gain you anything other than a blockage in your, it just causes this. It's just blocking your thought process. So surrender that and give way so that Spirit can move things out of your way so you can move forward. And you will be doing that. Spirit says once this communication takes place, you will be surrendering the burdens, and you can focus again on what you deem as important to you, breaking free of things that tie you down, things that are not helping you to grow. Currently you have telepathic communication perhaps with the one that you love here, but things need to be spoken of outright, and untie the tethers that are only holding you back, that you're holding yourself back, because you're able to certainly disconnect yourself from these things that tie you, that are no longer fruitful for you, that are not having growth. Aquarius, you are the star, of course. Number 8, you're balanced, you're emotionally intelligent, you are a star. Your spirit guides are all around you, you have ancestors around you, and you bring equal passion to the situation, emotional intelligence to the connection as well, and you are pouring out your heart here of love and emotion in this connection. It's divinely guided, the connection you're currently in, and Spirit wants you to know that your counterpart is nurturing themselves. You have led them. They have watched you as you guide them with your light that you shine within you. You make them feel childlike here. They are going within and healing themselves, and again, it's important to note, just as here, they are ignoring that karmic and devil energy, Page of Cups. And in the near future as well, communication will be coming in, 8 of Wands, regarding your Ace of Cups, that love that will be mutually shared between the two of you, because both of you have filled your own cups. You're coming into union with yourselves, each of you separately, and you will then come together as one to share your cups of love. Okay. Let's get, before we go on to the second clarify. So let's clarify past and present with these. Clarify the past, Knight of Cups. Clarify past, Knight of Cups. Clarify these. 5 of Wands. Nine of Pentacles. Clarify 9 of Pentacles. 2 of Cups. And clarify the 8 of Pentacles. 8 of Pentacles. Clarify 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I dropped one. Tower in reverse? Spirit, clarify Tower in reverse. Tower in reverse. Clarify what's this Tower in reverse regarding? Let me clarify. Gotcha. Tower in reverse. Okay. What about the communication card? Oops, I have a flipper. Communication. Ace of Wands. Communication. Clarify. Ace of Wands. Okay. Clarify the King of Pentacles. Clarify King of Pentacles. Flipper. Star card. And the Eight of Cups. And the Pentacles. Four Pentacles. Clarify Four Pentacles. Let's see. So, let's move forward. The Knight of Cups, Maiden of Pipes, dancing to the beat of their own drum, moving forward. Maiden of Pipes, playing the music at your words are music to their ears, but perhaps still not enough to accept that offer. Maiden of Pipes. So you dance the beat of your own drum or flute when you offered this, and it was music to their ears, but perhaps they weren't sure how. They are passionate about the connection. They weren't sure how to take it. They wanted to take things to a higher level, but they didn't see where it was going. They weren't sure where to take it. Perhaps they weren't sure if they should take you seriously. But the Three of Pentacles, regarding this, you were trying to balance things for both parties. You were someone was listening to their intuition and trying to teach the other one about the connection, but it wasn't balanced with the Three of Pentacles. But it did bring you honor. They respect you for what you were trying to do, for your attempts, for your setting boundaries, even I hear. They do look up to you they've seen you as stability. Even though you were offering three, they know now that they were not putting in their effort to make it balanced. Happy family. 5 of Wands. That's funny. 5 of Wands. A happy family always fights. Sorry, Spirit didn't see my humor. Happy family, working things out together, working through separation, teaching the young, both in separation and together, seeing things grow. It's a 10 card. This is an ending. This is halfway there. So you had to fight. Things were a battle, but clarifying this was sometimes you do have to think things through or battle through things. Sometimes you might have to discuss those awkward things that you don't want to get to the 10. 9 of Pentacles, putting in the work, giveaway dance. Number 6, again about balance. About marriage, it was all that was on the mind was balancing things out, building the Pentacles. Things were not a balance here, but they are balancing out, Spirit says, regarding the connection. But again, it wasn't balanced before. Things were, there was more being given to the other, and that person wasn't seeing it. They weren't awake yet. They were blinded by their moon shadow side, protecting everything they have. They weren't ready to share it. The trapper, they felt like it was a trap, like being out, having to scavenge for themselves, hold on to what they had too. But now, yeah, they weren't willing to share. They weren't being grateful for what you were giving. It was not only were they not giving, but they weren't showing appreciation for what you did give. So here they're protecting all theirs. They're not sharing with you, right? And the trapper here is only, it's a 2 card, but he's only bringing back the one thing. Looking out for himself, not willing to share, not being grateful for what was offered in exchange, because there was no exchange. They weren't offering something back, Spirit just said. So they weren't being grateful and they weren't giving. And same with Thunderbird 9. The thing with the Thunderbird, it was a great god of the Thunderbird over the clouds, but it didn't show gratitude to the spirits for their greatness, for the gifts that were bestowed upon them. So their gifts were taken away. So the importance there is to always show gratitude, which this person was not doing. So it's about not only, in order to shine, you have to also be, remember to show Spirit the gratitude. Okay, so with the Tower moment in reverse, I'm sure you're waiting to get to this one because this was present more or less like today, this morning, but it's just passed from, it's in reverse, so it already occurred from right now. Okay, now that I drilled that into the ground, right? Let's see. So this Tower card was regarding, sorry for my voice, still getting over this. I don't even know if I'm getting over it yet, but alright, so the Tower is perhaps something to do with a message being sent your way. The pipes is number 1. It's like a smoke message here, or, you know, a message coming through like sound, like spiritually speaking. Spirit was sending a message, right? So it was regarding the multiple people. The polygamy card here is like the 3-party situation. The person who has 3 or 4 other people on the side, aside from the connection with you, whether it's the male or female, irrelevant, but there are multiple people involved in this other person's life or your life. And so that's part of what you perhaps were finding out, or that person was, what was going on. So you're either just finding this out, I'm sorry if you are, or the Tower that's occurred is regarding that situation. Alright? But someone had to cut things out that were no longer serving them. Something they thought they needed, but they didn't need it. Matriarch of Blades, perhaps this other person or yourself thought you needed these other people in your lives to make you feel whole or something, to make you feel something. why people have 3-party situations, I don't know. But nonetheless, Spirit saying they felt like they needed it, like the hair, the scalp, this Indian scalp is in her hand, so she removed it because she no longer needed it, like part of it. Matriarch of Blades, cutting out things that no longer serve her, no longer needed, even though she thought she needed it, right? So, and the silence is no longer, because you're getting the messages coming in. So perhaps this was all found out, and then it went into silence regarding the situation. They didn't speak of it. again, down here, things need to be spoken about that were in the shadow side, and this is it. They just got silent about it, so perhaps you found out about it already, that they, you know, and they're trying to cut it out, or the other party found out about you, even. Yeah. And, but the silence is because they didn't want to speak of it. They didn't know how to address it, to make things balanced, because they felt that you were spiritual, that you would already know about it anyways. You already were there cutting things out, or in their head about it. They already telepathically heard communication from you, and this was already changing their perspective as it was, but they see you as very spiritual. Spiritually gifted, I heard. Which we are. We're an Aquarius. Okay, so the Ace of Wands coming in with the divine communication, because it's time something be spoken about, right? The shadow side. Warrior of Vessels. It's time that they be the warrior, be the man or woman, and speak up and move forward, so things can be, so you can move into the calmer waters. Go on that vision quest to see how things play out. Go on the vision quest to see what Spirit has in lieu for you, your spiritual path, your mission, your soul purpose. And the Sun card is here to say that it's going to be okay. Things happen for a reason, and to hold to your beliefs that things will work out just fine with the Sun card. Okay, and regarding him with his karmic and double energy, three-party situations, etc., the King of Pentacles is willing now to be the fool and take the leap of faith forward, not letting anything hold him back or her. It's the Zero card, the new beginning, starting over. The stars, they felt like they were trapped in a web and they didn't know how to get out, but you were the star, you guide them. It's an 8, number 8, so near completion, but not quite. It's not a 9, but they're getting there. They're working things through. They're slowly getting through their web. And you just keep shining your light brightly, Aquarius, because you're their guiding light that brings them home to you in their journey. Okay, and the 8 of Cups is about commitment to that one cup, because all that one cup is all they need to move forward to you. They are committed to you regarding the situation. Okay, so for the 4 of Pentacles, they want to move forward. Okay, so they were trying to stay stable regarding their pentacles, guarded, almost greedy like energy here, but Spirit is, and that's the present, but Spirit's putting a death to that, taking them to the bare bones, so that once they hit rock bottom, then they will see that they're the error of their ways, is all I hear. But they are bringing them down to bare bones, meaning rock bottom. And Chief of Vessels is moving forward with spiritual guidance. Alright, so in the near future, that communication is going to take place. That moon energy, number 9, you're almost there. It's almost completed. So it's at your door practically. Number 9, it's an 18. Things will be moved out of your way. Why? Because it's spiritual. It's a spiritual connection. Clarify the moon for the near future. Clarify the moon for the near future. Clarify the moon for the near future. Okay, clarify the 10 of Wands, rather. I'm going to put that back because I misspoke. Clarify the 10 of Wands. Clarify the 10 of Wands. 10 of Wands. And the 2 of Wands. Clarify the 2 of Wands. Clarify the 2 of Wands. We'll take that other card and put it on the 2. That's it. 1. New beginning. Anything else for the 2 of Wands? And the star card spirit for the future. This is in the near future for the star card. And in the near future, Page of Cups. And in the near future, we have the communication from the King. Communications, clarify communications. And the Ace of Cups. Clarify Ace of Cups in the near future. With the Princess of Cups. Anything else for the Ace of Cups? Alright, anything else for the future before we get into advice? Okay, so set that last. So the Moon card, right, is number 4, balance of rocks. Spiritually guided. Spirit is giving synchronicities. In the near future, you'll be receiving downloads and your DNA upgrades, your spiritual gifts the Spirit's giving you. They also want you to know that you are a healer, that you have everything, all the tools within you to shine brightly, to show others that you're shining for the light, but that you are a healer. He's healing this man here. And he's being bestowed gifts upon him. And it is spiritually protected. Number 8 of Swords. When you think you're finished or you can't carry on because of a connection or whatever you're dealing with, whether it's a job loss, etc., know that in the near future, when you hit these Tower moments or regarding the shadow communication, whatever it may be, Spirit will carry you through it. Put down the burdens. Judgment is here to settle those burdens, so to take those burdens from you. The Judgment card is here. And Spirit, Knight of Drums, Knight of Coins. This is the White Buffalo Spirit, White Buffalo Calf Spirit Woman, is here with a promise that you will never go without that which you need. The Two of Wands, trying to break free, and Spirit saying they will break free, they will release those connections, the things that are tying them back, they will be cut free of this with the new beginning. Dance to the beat of their own drum, because 10 of Cups is here, the old ending of the old and planting of a new seed for a new tomorrow, a new beginning with you as the star shines. Regarding this 5 of Swords, cutting things out that no longer serve them, no longer being someone they are not, no longer entertaining this three-party situations. Alright, I lost some of this. I think that goes to this. So this one is the Page of Cups. He's healing himself or she. The Knight of Swords, ready to come forward in truth. Why? Because Temperance balanced things out. They've had their transformation as well. They've had their rebirth, their downloads, their DNA upgrade, their emotional pourings of gifts from Spirit, and everyone else around them sees them glowing as well. They are shining brightly as well. 4 of Wands. They are standing out from the crowd now. They are no longer a zombie, unawakened. They are transformed, Spirit said. And this communication is going to be coming forward to you regarding that such issue, so that the two of you, the lovers, should have taken this one first. The Emperor will be coming forward from his throne to you personally to let you know that you are who he considers his lover, the one he's tied to, the one that is divinely guided, and that together you will dance to the beat of your own drum on a solid foundation, a solid path together. Regarding the Ace of Cups, it's for the Empress or the Princess of Cups, because they know you are emotionally intelligent, that you radiate passion and you have a glow about you, but they think you are so beautiful that they didn't think they were worthy of you, so they didn't take you seriously. And now they see that you're all they think about, and that it's a spiritual connection, the ending of the old cycle and the beginning of a new with this new connection. Spirit, what advice do you have for them for the future cards? What advice do you have going into the near future? What advice do you have for them coming into the near future? What advice do you have for them to move into this new future communication? What advice do you have for them? There's these. Alright, so coming into your near future, the advice and future messages is to the divine masculine, or the one in which had the three-party situations. If that wasn't cool. Oh, my sinuses are killing me. Oh. Alright. We'll be coming forward with communication. This is a dark energy, fast moving. He's going to speak his truth, but he needs to speak it, and he's trying to have control. But if you look at this horse, even the horse is scared. I mean, he's not sure what he's going to say. He's just going to blurt it out, because even that horse has fear in its eyes. I also see like a tornado back here behind him. It's not. It's just a shadow in the light. And this moon energy here is surrounded by spirit guides, but it almost looks like the roar in the one deck, which is also tower indicative, and what's this, water avalanche, an avalanche coming behind him. So he feels like he's being moved by natural forces, the twister, the avalanche coming behind him. He has to hurry. There's an urgency in this message. Regarding the pain he caused you, Divine Feminine, 9 of Swords, Aquarius, or your counterpart. But all the sleepless nights, all the pain that he's caused, he needs to make right, or feels he knows that he's done wrong, and he needs to speak his love to you regarding that devil energy, the toxicity that he brought into the connection. He was trying to balance things. He was trying to choose, and all he did was juggle. But he wanted the 10 of Pentacles with you. He's just had a hard time turning his back on the karmic. And now he has. And he wants to come out of the cold. He wants to bring you out of the cold. And as a 6 of Wands, he wants to move forward. He knows that you set your boundaries, and he's willing to meet them. He's coming forward with difficulty. And that's what he's discussing as well, is those boundaries. That justice is here to show him the error of his ways with her sword, because he knows that you've chosen, that you chose your sword, you've drawn your sword, and cutting out the BS in your life to move forward, because you are the High Priestess. You are in your power, working your pentacles. Okay. What other advice, Spirit, for your near future? What other advice for Aquarius for your near future? Okay, that was too many. Taking a little one back. Take that one. Oh, the High Priestess, how appropriate. I love it when that happens. High Priestess on top of the High Priestess. Okay, what other messages for the Aquarius, please? What other messages Advice. High Priestess. The High Priestess. Trusting your intuition, careful reflection before taking action. Insight that comes through meditation. Renewal, number 20 or 2. Review the past and the present so you can plan a bright future. Understanding your life purpose. Releasing judgment of yourself and counterpart or others. A windfall of money, advice, or assistance from others. A very successful project. A happy change in your career. Set aside your concerns for now. You can make a decision later. Solutions that come from meditation. The need for more sleep or a vacation. Yes, I choose somewhere warmer. I'm already in South Carolina, but I need somewhere warmer. Any other advice for Aquarius? Any other advice for Aquarius? Any other advice for Aquarius? Thank you. Number 1, passion ignited. Yes, Spirit will guide you on this new journey when they come back to you. I know in the past that you've probably decided that you move forward with your own, working on yourself and in your own soul purpose, filling your own cup of love and heal from the connection. And in the present with the towers and this information, you're going to have to do more healing most likely, but Spirit will reignite that passion for in this near future. So when they come back with communication, you will know that they are a new person. They were totally changed. They have also transformed and had rebirth. So they are anew, and your passion will be reignited. Accelerated motion, and currently Spirit's reminding everyone during this last few weeks of the year that accelerated motion is in play. There is rapid change daily throughout the day. Everyone is receiving so many downloads, so many different DNA changes and upgrades, your transformations, your rebirths multiple times over, and know that all these changes are happening to them as well. Alright, and one last message for Aquarius to leave you with. I really try to keep these messages short, but for whatever reason they always end up long. Goddess of sacred power, you are being encouraged to take a leadership role. Excuse me. In your current situation. Sorry. Goodness. This is what I have for you, Aquarius. I hope you have a blessed day.